Kiera. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys my updated go-to glam routine. I would say like my everyday makeup look, but let's be real. Your girl does not wear makeup every day, but when I do wear makeup, this is definitely my go-to look. So let's hop right into it. So I'm starting off on clean skin that's already been moisturized. I already applied my SPF and my skin is doing so much better. I'm so happy. My esthetician recommended some new skincare, which I'll talk about in another video, but I'm just very happy with the way my skin is looking. So let's go right to brows. I am using my go-to brow pencil from the beauty supply that I've been using for a while. I use it in all my makeup videos. It just works. I've been telling myself I'm gonna try a Maybelline pencil or try something else, but for now this pencil just really works for me. So I'll go ahead and start filling in the lighter parts of my brows. My brows have a natural thick shape, but I just want to kind of deepen the color and make them a little bit darker. So I'll just go ahead and lightly fill in my brows. I don't like to go too overboard because I still like a natural thick look. So I'll softly fill in my brows, and I'm using my Anastasia brow pencil from the Brow Wiz kit just to kind of blend them in a little bit. Next, I'm using my Pro Concealer in the color Warm Honey to highlight under my brows and just clean them up a little bit. My brows are, I got my brows done maybe like 2 weeks ago, so I love to use the Pro Concealer just to highlight and give my brows a more snatched look. When I highlight under my brows and on top of my brows, I always kind of drag it in a little bit, and for some reason I always love the look of a unibrow. I wish I had a unibrow. My daughter actually has one. I think unibrows are so gorgeous. So I use this shading technique because I'll go ahead and shape them out in like the shape of a unibrow, and I'll shade them in a little bit more just to give me to make my brow appear longer. It looks better to me, yo. I know I'm weird. I don't know why. I feel like I wish my brows were closer together, and this technique helps me achieve that look. So yeah. Okay, next I'll use my Danielle foundation brush to blend in a concealer under my brows. I really love the LA Girl Pro Concealer because it blends so nicely and gives you like that natural I just got my brows done look. So yeah, using a brush, I'll just go ahead and blend until you can barely see the concealer anymore. And yeah, y'all see I kind of have like a little mini unibrow. It's so pretty. I I love it. I know I'm crazy, y'all, but I love it. Now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I love this concealer. Y'all see it's almost empty. The container is like almost gone. But I'm going to use it as a base for my eyeshadow. And I just love how rich and creamy this concealer is. And it gives me the best coverage ever. So I'm using the same Danielle foundation brush just to blend that concealer all the way in on my eye. Okay, so I'm using this Beauty Treats Matte Blush Contour Collection palette I got from my local beauty supply. I'm using a darker brown shade to contour my crease, and the color actually looks more brown in the pan, but on my eye it's coming off slightly red, but I'm going to use that as my first shade to contour my crease. Okay, next I'm going in with my Starlit Studio Glow Getter Face Quad palette, and I'm using a dark brown tone to also to kind of deepen my crease. And I love this little palette. I never even heard of this brand. I actually got it from Target, and this palette is so pretty. I'm definitely gonna buy more from this brand. And for my go-to makeup look, I always use neutral colors. I'm still kind of working on creating beautiful looks with eyeshadow, but I'm definitely not there yet. So yeah, a neutral eye it is. Next, I'm going in with my this is a new liquid, kind of like felt tip liner, from the brand Kiss. I also got it from the beauty supply. Y'all listen, it's been a while because y'all know I had lashes, so I really haven't did eyeliner in a while. So your girl kind of struggled a little bit, but eventually I got it together. Oh, okay, so I'm all done with my liner for lashes. I'm using Ardell Classic Wispies, and I'm gonna stack them because listen, y'all see my eyes are big and actually long too. So I'll go ahead and stack the lashes, and first I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Mascara just to kind of bring my lashes back to life. Look, y'all, those lash extensions always break off my lashes, so I'm in the process of growing them back. So right now, your girl lashes are microscopic, okay? But yeah, we'll be fine. So let me go ahead and put these lashes on. Okay, so after a nice struggle, I was able to get the lashes on. I have two pair on each eye. And on to the foundation, I'm using my Maybelline Matte Poreless foundation. And I still have a slight tan from Jamaica, so I'm using two different shades. The darker shade I'm using is 360 Mocha, and my normal shade, which is the lighter shade I'm using, is 338 Spicy Brown. And that's like a big difference from 338 to 360. Jamaica did my skin really good. So for now, the lighter color Spicy Brown is way too light, so Mocha is giving me a little bit of richness. So for now, I'll continue to use both colors together, and they actually blend out beautifully. So I'm using, I forgot the name of this brush, but I'll make sure I link it below. It's a soft brush I actually just got from TJ Maxx, a soft face brush, and I actually really love it. It's blending my foundation really nicely, so I'll continue to blend until everything looks nice and even. And I'm just continuing to blend until my skin tone is nice and even. I remember I had the breakout on the side of my face, and it did leave some hyperpigmentation, but this foundation has pretty good coverage, and it just kind of blends everything in. I know my skin isn't perfect, so I don't care if you can still see a little bit of the imperfection, because guess what, sis is not perfect, okay? Okay. So yeah, I'll continue to blend until I'm satisfied with the way it looks, and we'll be on to the next. Okay, so while y'all watching this, just make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, sis, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time your girl upload a video. Okay, once I'm done applying the foundation with my brush, I go back in with my Real Technique sponge just to make sure everything is nice and blended. Blending is key. Y'all see the foundation is starting to melt in my skin, and it's just starting to look just like complexion, just golden complexion. Yes, I need to make sure that I'm blended and everything is nice and snatched. Okay, so I'll finish up blending everything in with my Real Technique sponge, which I love. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I use the shade Caramel, and I'll just apply it under my eye, and we'll proceed to blend, okay? And I am using the same brush I used earlier for the concealer on my eye, which is my Danielle Foundation Face Brush, and I will softly start to blend my concealer in. I absolutely love the formula of this concealer, which I'm actually kind of using it as like a highlight right now. It works really well. It just snatches my under eye area. I don't suffer from like dark circles or anything under my eye, but this just really gives me that bright kind of like bam. You know what I'm saying? A nice snatched under eye look that I love. And I'll go back in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, beauty blender, whatever, after I use my brush, just to make sure that everything is nice and even and blended and snatched. Again, y'all know blending is key. Your girl don't need to be looking super white under the eyes. I just need to make sure that I'm looking lively and woke and well rested and nice and blended, okay? So I'm actually going to use my MAC Mineralized, well, it's not even a MAC Mineralized mist. I put some witch hazel in this container. So I'm going to just spray my beauty blender just to get it nice and soft so I can continue to blend my concealer. Okay, now I'm going to use a new technique to contour because your girl, a powder contour is cool for me, but I'm going to try a cream contour, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty matchsticks in the color Truffle, and I'm just rubbing it on my hand, like getting a nice amount in my hand, and then I'm going to go in with my slanted brush, and I'll kind of rub the brush on top of the formula on my hand, and I will use that to contour. So I actually got this technique from, I forgot her name. I'll pop her up on the screen. Real beautiful girl who does like beauty videos. I don't know why I cannot remember her name, but I'll pop her up. I got this technique from her, and it actually worked really well. I'm kind of nervous about just drawing that dark line on my face because your girl, I'm just, I'm not there yet. But this technique of just having matchsticks contour shade on my hand and using a brush, I think it came out really nice. It gave my cheeks like a nice bronzy look, and it's not too harsh. So yeah, I also used a little bit of what was left on the brush to slightly contour my forehead, but it's all of that baby hair up there. So listen, I just think it's like when you see like certain beauty routines, you just automatically start to like use them. I don't really need my forehead to look smaller, but hey, whatever. So I'll use whatever is left to kind of try to snatch this chin, because listen, we all want that snatch chin, okay? So yeah, I'll use a little bit of that to contour around my chin and jawline area. Okay, so next I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the color Medium Deep, and I'm going to use it just to kind of lock in that contour and to lock in a concealer under my eyes as well. It's just like a really good all-purpose powder. Y'all know what? I'm not really a powder girl, but when I want like a more snatch look instead of like a everyday dewy look, I tend to reach for the powder because it really does lock everything in and make everything look extra snatched. So I've been using this MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder for a while, and it just really gets the job done. So yeah, I'll continue to lock everything in with this powder. Okay, so now I'll use my Laura Mercier translucent powder to um, lock in and snatch this contour as well, because listen, if the contour ain't locked in and snatched, what is you doing, sis? Okay, so yeah, I'll use the Laura Mercier translucent powder just with this little fluffy brush, and I love this powder. I had it for a while. I've been thinking about trying a Huda Beauty powder because it has like a little bit more of like that yellow tint. I've never been into like the banana powders, but I'm getting a little curious. So I think maybe within the next couple weeks, I'll do like a new spring makeup haul, and I'll try some new products because y'all, I am so loyal to my products. Like everything I'm using, I've been using for like the last 5 years, so it is time to switch it up. So okay, the contour is nice and snatched, and I'll go in with the remainder of the Laura Mercier powder just to lock in under my eyes. So I'm going back in with that Starlit palette, and using that same bronzy color to kind of smoke out under my eyes. And yeah, this is new for me, but I got this technique from my girl Jackie because your girl be watching the little beauty makeup videos, you know what I'm saying, and make sure I kind of step my game up. So yeah, I'm just kind of smoking out under my eyes, and it's tricky because I was starting to get little dust particles in my eyes. So your girl eyes was getting a little watery, you know. But listen, I had to do what I had to do. Okay, so now I'll use a little bit more of the brown bronzer powder from the Starlit palette to continue to deepen this contour. I know as I'm editing this video, it's sounding like I'm doing a lot to this contour. I'm really not, but I kind of am. But listen, the contour needs to be there. Sis' face needs to look slimmer. Sis' face needs to look snatched, and the contour needs to be secured. so, so yeah, let me finish up with this little contour, y'all, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going back in that Starlit palette, and I'm going to use the pink shade for blush. And as you guys see, I'm really like all purpose. Like, I'm getting really good use out of this Starlit palette, okay? It's so pretty. We're going to make these cheeks nice and rosy, and this pink tint is so rich. Like, it's definitely good, you know, for us brown girls. So yeah, I'm loving how this blush look. So I'll go ahead and finish up putting it on the cheeks. I'll put a little bit on my nose just to give me that nice flush look. And y'all, we're almost done. Okay, I'm gonna go in with just a fluffy brush to brush off the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Y'all, I don't remember the name of these brushes, but I'll make sure I'll leave them in the description box if y'all want to know. Okay, so yeah, make sure we get all of that loose powder off, and we'll go back in with my MAC mineralized skin finish. And this time, for real, y'all, we just gonna lock everything in with the skin finish. We're gonna make sure that the Laura Mercier powder didn't leave like a little ashy film, because sometimes it can be a little ashy, and sis definitely not trying to be out here ashy. So we're going to use that mineralized finish powder, y'all know it's in that nice golden tone, to just make sure that everything is blended. We don't want any harsh lines. I don't need that contour looking too strong, because sis definitely not trying to be looking strong in the face. Okay, so yeah, I'm using the MAC powder just to finish everything off and make sure that everything comes together seamlessly, beautifully, with no harsh lines. And we are almost done, y'all. Okay, so now I'll go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara to make these bottom lashes pop. Y'all, I'm a bottom lash girl. I need these bottom lashes to look like they're doing something, okay? The bottom lashes, it brings the look together. It give you like that Kim Kardashian, you know, KK Beauty type of vibe, you know. I just love a good bottom lash, and my bottom lashes are actually long. My top lashes used to match and have that same energy of the long lash, but since I started wearing those lash extensions, you know, my lashes are kind of lacking. But give me to summer and the lashes should be back on point. But anywho, yeah, this Mega Length Wet n Wild Lash Mascara actually works really good for the bottom lashes. It really makes them pop. Okay, so I'm going back in with the Starlit palette, and I'm using that deep gold. It's the highlighter just to kind of give my nose a little bit of shine. And yeah, y'all, I used to, you know what, you got to be careful with watching these beauty videos, because I feel like everybody contours their nose. So I feel like I should contour my nose, but I got like this little like Michael Jackson nose, so there's absolutely no reason for me to contour my nose, okay? So I just put a little bit of highlighter on there. So now I'm going in with my brown lip pencil from the Beauty Supply, just a regular chocolate brown liner, and I'll put the details for it below. And I do like to slightly overline my lips because I really don't have lips, and my top lip is definitely missing. So I have to just kind of overline just to give me a little bit more fullness. So I'll continue to slightly overline the lips, and then we'll be ready to apply the lipstick. Okay, for lipstick, I'm using a MAC lipstick in the color Brave. It's like a soft pink nudish type of color. I really love it. and I'm gonna go over it with a Tarte lip paint in the color Birthday Suit, which is also like a nudie type color. And it was looking a little too pink for me, so I decided just to give it more of a brownish nude vibe. So I went over it with my Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, just to kind of richen it up a little bit. And now I'll finish it off with my Fenty Beauty lip gloss. For setting spray, I'm actually using Thayer's Witch Hazel that I put in this MAC mineralized spray bottle. My skin is really sensitive, so I have to be like very careful with what I use. And I feel like my Witch Hazel works just as good as any other setting spray. So yeah, and that is pretty much it, y'all. That's my go-to makeup routine. I use mostly like nude tone colors, just warm browns and just soft pinks, and I love it, and I hope you guys love it too. Okay, thank y'all so much for watching. I love how my makeup turned out. I hope you guys love it too. Be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video. And I'll see y'all next time.